What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, quite a few things can go wrong, Bubsy. Quite a few things. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't know who Bubsy is? Well, I don't blame you, but I'll tell you anyway. Bubsy is a mascot character created by Accolade that was made to compete with Mario and Sonic, the two biggest video game characters of the 90s. A whole series of games was made with the character along with a TV show that only lasted one episode. But it was a short-lived franchise with the failure of Bubsy 3D ending the character's lifespan. For this review, I'm going to take a look at Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah, this game series is known for doing a lot of terrible cat puns, but we're not going to focus on that for this review. This game was released for both the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis version, and when comparing the two, they're pretty much the same game, but with the Super Nintendo having slightly better sounding music. Once you start playing it, it is apparent that Bubsy is trying to be like Sonic the Hedgehog with the fast-speed gameplay. However, unlike Sonic, this is a game where running fast is a real detriment. Now in the Sonic games, you run fast, but you also collect rings, and when you get hit, you just lose the rings, which you can easily get back. But in this game, one hit and you are history, and when running this fast, you'll likely get hit by something you couldn't see coming. You know, if Bubsy was to challenge Sonic in the race, Sonic would be miles ahead while Bubsy gets dizzy by hitting a stationary enemy and falls on his back. Now, graphics look good for 16-bit consoles with very colorful environments and good animations on Bubsy. But the enemy designs make absolutely no sense. The enemy types are really strange ones, with the first being... testicles with dreadlocks and eyes and clown nose with a raindrop belly with buttons and... feet? Yeah, I have no idea how they came up with that. Other enemy types include gumball machines, cars, hot dogs, rolling cheese, among many other weird things. It's as if the developers took some sort of hallucinogenic and seeing all the objects around them come to life. The levels are for the most part straightforward, but there are multiple paths that you can take to get through the stage faster. However, some can trick you and take you back to an earlier part of the level, and the real slap in the face is that you can't go back the way you came. Instead, they will send you even further back. It's as if the game is actively working against you at times and throwing your common sense right out the fucking window. Aside from those problems though, there is a good variety of levels in the game, from the typical green hills, a train sequence, jumping around treetops, but the best ones are the carnival levels, where you can run across the roller coaster track and even ride in the cars, which is pretty cool. Probably the best feature of this game is that Bubsy can glide like a flying squirrel. Now, how does Bubsy fly if he is a cat? Well, then again, why does Sonic run fast if he is a hedgehog? In the end, it doesn't matter that much. But this is really useful, and it is a slightly better alternative to running. You still may get hit by things you couldn't see, but you can avoid taking falling damage that you normally take when falling from a great height. The other thing that it's useful for is to jump across platforms. Now, it might seem trivial to just jump across the platforms, but the more speed you gain, the harder it is to adjust your jumps as you're forced in the direction you're running towards. Which kinda makes sense, but it's still really annoying. With Bubsy's flying, you can land on the platforms more accurately. Overall, Bubsy in Claws Encounters of the Third Kind is a flawed but playable game. There are definitely worse platformers out there. Had you not run so fast in the game, this could be a little bit more fun and interesting. I give this game a 5 out of 10. I'm the B-Man, and if you want a better alternative to Bubsy, play the Sonic the Hedgehog games. They are way better. Until then, see you next time.